Imagine waking up one day to find the world on the brink of collapse, not from war, not from politics, but from the dead rising to consume the living. That's the terrifying and fascinating premise of World War Z, an oral history of the zombie war by Max Brooks, a book that doesn't just tell you a story, but makes you feel as if you're hearing the first-hand testimonies of people who survived the most unimaginable crisis in human history. If you think this is just another zombie tale, think again. This book is about humanity, survival, and the choices we make when civilization itself is at stake. Told in a series of interviews, World War Z gives us voices from every corner of the globe. We hear from soldiers who fought in desperate battles, scientists who tried to understand the infection, politicians who struggled to maintain control, and everyday people who found extraordinary courage in impossible circumstances. Each account feels raw and real, as though you're sitting across the table from someone who has actually lived through the horror. This structure doesn't just entertain, it immerses you in a worldwide perspective of the apocalypse. The story takes us through the stages of the zombie outbreak. At first, governments tried to deny or cover up the truth, leaving humanity dangerously unprepared. Then panic spreads faster than the infection itself, and societies begin to crumble. We witness cities overrun, mass migrations, and the collapse of nations. Yet amid the chaos, we also see resilience, families banding together, communities finding ways to fight back, and entire countries reinventing themselves for survival. By the time humanity regroups and launches a global counterattack, the war has already changed the world forever. What makes World War Z so powerful isn't just the zombies, it's the mirror it holds up to our real fears. It's about how people react when pushed to the edge, about the costs of denial, and about the strength of unity when everything else falls apart. Max Brooks doesn't just write a horror story, he crafts a survival epic that feels chillingly authentic. That's why this book has become a modern classic in both the horror and sci-fi genres. So if you're looking for an audiobook that's thrilling, thought-provoking, and impossible to put down, World War Z is an experience you won't forget. Put on your headphones, step into the testimonies of survivors, and discover how humanity faced and fought back against the end of the world. Don't just hear about the zombie war, live it. Listen to the full audiobook of World War Z today and see why it continues to grip audiences around the world.